You will notice that Demajen is now dressed in hypostatic mail of maiming. I did another couple of runs of Unforeseen after the video. Was that yesterday? It was probably yesterday. Yeah, it would have been. Which I quite enjoyed. Having looked back over the footage and edited it together, it helped me understand this is what I was doing wrong. These are some mechanics that I missed. And that is an advantage of recording the stuff that you play. But today, we are going to do the MSQ. We have poor little Vishan here. He is small. And I know that we have got a dungeon to do today, and we are going to Ishgard. So let us do so. Once more, into the void. Demajen. As always, your timing is most fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You will recall that, in exchange for ether, she agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. At Ishdol's suggestion, I began providing said ether in the form of food. Zero has found the arrangement to be agreeable, and has been eating steadily, and has gotten in large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I would set forth for the void once more. Nod. Excellent. I shall inform Ishdol and Istinian, and then go to collect my other vessel from the alchemists. In the meantime, might I ask you to fetch Zero? She was absent when I visited her chambers earlier, but I suspect you will find her in the corridor connecting Yuge and Karma. It seems she's grown partial to the view of the city it affords. Once we have attended to our respective tasks, let us gather here. Just walk straight through me. That's impolite, Vishan. Zero. If I remember her, she's got kind of a lowish, sultry voice. Oh, she's probably got a voice acting there. Maybe.
Everyone is so carefree. Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant.
Says the psychopath.
Such luxury is a loss to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger. Others are a means to an end. At times, a literal one.
Cannibalism? Actually, yes, they did cannibalize each other's ether, didn't they?
Forge covenants with men and come here to feed. Or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos.
But
lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-sent at heart. But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently.
Because we're awesome.
I cannot fathom why.
Do I get that option? No.
What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end?
A desire for connection.
But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it.
As is the story.
Why are you here? Was there something you needed?
Yes, we're going back to the void. I'd forgotten already. It's been 60 odd seconds.
So you're heading back now. Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
I wonder, is she going to zero us out, or is there going to be more to it than that? I feel like that would be too obvious a way to go. But you never know. I mean, sometimes going the obvious way isn't necessarily the worst way of doing so. Because going somewhere obvious where people speculate that, oh, you could go somewhere not obvious, actually means that there will be opportunity for having the rug pulled out from underneath you at a much better and more interesting time. And that is good writing. Ah, the gang is all here. Stola. I've been at the great work discussing our experiences in the Void with the alchemists. Though they found much of it surprising, they were especially shocked to learn that darkness prevents souls from finding rest. If you're ready to get back to it, then so am I. So much ether. I can't remember the last time I felt such fullness. I could get used to this.
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the Void once more.
That's not going to work because it's not plugged in. I need more USB ports.
What is it? He's calling.
What is the meaning of this?
Huh?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdire.
Oh?
I thought she was in the Void.
Yes.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable.
Huh.
Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
The timing of that is odd.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
Why would she do that? How would she do that?
Could she have found a way home?
Well, probably not.
The how of it aside,
The timing.
if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her.
Can we find that place?
Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
Ishgard, you say?
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
Why not?
As good a place to start as any.
And handily one of the places that we can go to.
Apologies, Zero, but your return to the Void will have to wait.
Oh, I'm sure she's gutted.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radzatan until we return?
Off.
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
Mm-hmm.
If Ashdaya was indeed here, other Void Scent may have made the journey
Just
as well.
that emote, that Ishtola's thinking, the tapping, who does that? I have never seen a single human being or otherwise think like that. You know, scratching the chin, yeah. Kind of rubbing the beard like I do every now and again when I'm thinking. Yeah, just tapping the side of your face seems like a really weird thing. Is that just me? Let me know. down below. Link me. If you've seen it in a film or TV show or something, not this, obviously. Link me to evidence that real people actually do that, please. Because otherwise it's just Y'shtola and it's weird.
Very well. We would welcome your company.
And it gives time for interesting revelations.
Then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald.
Oh no. I wonder who that could be.
Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust?
He's talking to Alpha now then.
Understood. We'll see you there.
Wait, he didn't actually arrange a meetup.
Rendezvous at Tertium.
I suppose Alphino could have just said that. Oh dear.
We'll need to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Then it seems we're all set.
Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? That Xenos could actually teleport
There's nothing
around.
else. Let us see to our final preparations.
I love the continuous insistency that people that we have preparations to make, not that we're just literally going to teleport there and it'll take us 5 seconds. The idea that it is a journey that we have to be prepared for is nice faded. I just like that conceit that it is a journey, that we are on an adventure. We have a quest and travel time, even if it is mostly instantaneous. We have no reason to doubt, Vitra. Let us depart for Garlemald as soon as possible. Sister, was it really you? So that was a dragon's roar. Quite a trick, imbuing one's voice with ether. Justinian is understandably bewildered. By what? I keep catching sight of my face on the second monitor, and pretty much all the expressions that I've managed so far this episode have just been, huh? My confused expression. By all accounts, Ashdaya is Golbez's prisoner, yet if she was in the source, it could be that she managed to escape from the void, if only for a fleeting moment. That is mere conjecture. If we want the truth, then we must go and find it. Come, let's make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting. And Alphino will also be there. Oh, a teleport sound? Wow, okay. None of that, you're going to have to teleport for yourself. Y'shtola has worn her sensible clothing. I trust you know the associates who will be joining us. Hopefully they've been keeping well. Yeah, sadly. People live in such places, do they? Not that I would presume to know their preferences, but it seems uncomfortable. Yes, and the constant depressing music doesn't help either. I thought to depart from Razatan sooner, but Y'shtola insisted I bring warmer clothes. This vessel does not feel cold as such, but she reminded me that so long as I am Rashan, it would be prudent not to appear overly conspicuous. Y'shtola is right. One of the advantages of having waited a couple of days, although waited might be the wrong word, to do the MSQ, is that there's no massive crowd of people around the NPCs, because most people do MSQ first. Well, a good chunk of people do it. I can't say most people, I don't know.
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
Yay. My favourite character. There she is. Oh, and this kid's here as well.
And you. I was worried that
It's
the
very
cold would
echoey in
grieve
here.
you, but you're both looking quite well.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Yes, we don't have to go digging around in a play pool, wasn't it? part of the quest line.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead.
Mm-hmm.
With the nation in ruins and the leadership void yet to be filled, there remains a lack of direction, a pervasive sense of aimlessness and worry.
Do we know how much time has passed? I feel like we did, and I have forgotten it.
Still, everyone wants to make things better. And we're here to help.
Yes. Well done, Alizé.
A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
Desperation will do that. You're doing a fine job, Alizé.
You're too
Oh,
kind.
I wasn't talking to you.
But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress.
I wonder how many expansions I'm going to be able to keep this running joke on that I don't like Alphino. As I think I've alluded to, he really has grown on me as a character. I still prefer Alizé. It's just fun to take the mick out of the spoiled little lordling.
Which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a
Where is
restoration
Euless?
initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time. But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company, besides.
Hi! Who's going to introduce her?
A long time to explain, but bear with me.
Stolla's going to do the explaining. Well. You see, we took a little... Yeah. There was an Atmos and a Void.
The 13th. After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while.
Why would we want to do that?
But I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
Mm-hmm.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
What would you know?
You could have at least invited me too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault.
No. Well, yes, but... Sorry, Alizé.
Oh, it's fine. You can make it up to me on the next one.
Yeah, you can't refuse us.
But on a more serious note,
Ooh,
are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around?
motion captured.
I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless,
Alizé's pragmatism.
You're right to be cautious. I'm a Void Sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Interesting.
is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
We didn't have a speech bubble then, which every now and again that happens. And I figure it's either some dialogue that has been added after the game script has been finalized, or it's a bug, and I'm never entirely sure. And it's almost always Alizé, isn't it? I think it's happened maybe once or twice before, and it's almost always something. Excuse me. It's almost always something that Alizé says, just a little off-the-cuff remark that doesn't get a text box. Again, let me know in the comments below. I feel like I'm trying to drum up false engagement here.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand. As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north.
Is this why we're going to the dungeon?
Even here in Galmald. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
I mean, Alphino is a little bit daft, but probably would have noticed a dragon. Probably. His hair's doing the same thing as mine.
As a matter of fact, we may have.
Oh. Well, that I wasn't expecting that.
In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of void scent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
Oh.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
I've just had a random thought. You know how I've been saying that I did the 24-man stuff because I needed people for that and I don't for the MSQ stuff? There's a trial, isn't there? Probably against one of the 4 fiends. Gonna need people for that. Crap. Hadn't thought of that.
But as Euless reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art
Shing.
rely upon void-sent servants.
Any text related to our current chosen job?
The very same I believe you have mastered.
Yes. Thank you. I love it when they do that. That is so cool. It's such a tiny, tiny thing. But making reference to the fact that I'm literally on the job right now. Because they had to record voice line for that.
Reapers left in Garlemald. We can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
To summon not one, but several powerful void scent is no small feat.
That's not that hard.
Shia was indeed called from the void.
Then it is likely the same party is responsible.
Could one of the 4 fiends be here? Not that there's 4 of them anymore, there's 2 of them.
Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
I love the fact that Ishtola's voice actress... You know how in sci-fi films or TV shows, there's always that one character that has to espouse the technobabble. I love the fact that it's Ishtola in this. It always amuses me because she's got that snarky cat thing going on 80% of the time, and the other 20% it's like super big brain magic stuff, like this, which she just kind of... I wonder how many takes the voice actress has to go through, because I've seen outtakes and blooper reels of sci-fi actors just constantly then getting tongue-tied over these techno-babble bits and pieces, Star Trek, Star Wars, whatever it is. I wonder whether Stola's voice actress, whose name escapes me, I wonder whether she has the same kind of issues.
And we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Mountains with lots of ice in. And a dungeon.
Guide us there.
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to...
So we need mounts?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumoured to have once been home to a Reaper order.
That would indeed make an excellent start. Though the question of how to get
Yaks.
there remains.
Goobus.
Euless may be of assistance. Let us return
Motorbikes.
to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
Because Garleans have that tech. Do they have snowmobiles as well? You'd think they probably would do, considering they have been living in Garlemald for a long time and it snows here. I like the fact that Estinian is doing his leany thing. I knew the twins wouldn't disappoint. I had tempered my hopes, but thanks to Alphino and Alize, we might yet learn something of Ashdaya. Nothing appears to be out of the ordinary here at the camp. Let us see what we find at this village. I expect it's been a while since you spoke with Euless. You will be glad to see you. The people here struggle to survive as it is. The last thing they need is for Garlemald to be overrun with void scent. A village of void scent users. Lest you think I have feelings on this, I don't. What others do is not my concern. I cannot remember what Euless' voice is, but hopefully they'll give him some voice acting here. They have not. Oh, Demajen. What a welcome surprise. I plugged the controller in now as well. And I see you're travelling with a large crew, as usual. I do not think of them as my crew. Not to suggest that's an inconvenience for us. We'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies, should you require any. Apologies if we interrupt, Euless. There is a matter we wish to discuss. We could use Magitech armour. We've just finished our routine briefing, so you come at a good time. This is about the void scent. It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper arts once lived in that area, did they not? Yes, I had a village there in the Lapis Manalis Caverns. That's the dungeon. The Scythe wielders forged pacts with Void Scent and took to battle with the beings at their side. For a time they played an invaluable role in our military, but the advent of Magitech saw them fall out of favour. And when some were Master's insurrectionists, the order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. Speaking of their art, it seems you've picked it up. Who was it that taught you? She dead. Well, I suppose it's neither here nor there now. I like the fact that they've just made a little bit of a reference to the fact that we're on Reaper. That is cool. It brings you into the fantasy, because you know that other people on Paladin or White Mage or whatever won't get that voice line there. It's just that little bit of extra RPG in the MMORPG. My sister has been taken captive by Void Scent. I sensed her presence in this land and have come in search of her. If Void Scent have been sighted here, then I believe there is a connection. We should like to investigate these caverns you mentioned, but Alphino tells us they are not easily reached. I'm afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need a Magitech snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one we have is broken down. Should still be over at Cerulean Ingens, where it was abandoned. Is there anyone who could fix it? Perhaps the former engineers at Tapper's Den. Their duty included transporting Cerulean tanks to Uterna Platform G using snowcraft. I expect they had to maintain a few over the years. That's worth looking into, I'd say. In the course of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. If they can help us, I'm sure they will. Nod. May I ask you to accompany her? I feel like I missed a word out there. May I ask you to accompany her? Given the presence of Void Scent, it's best that we avoid travelling alone. I'm pretty certain Alizé can hold her own. In the meantime, will you not tell me more about the mountains? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our search in earnest. Come with me. I'll introduce you to someone who's well versed in the local geography. Alizé, was it? I wish to speak with you. In that case, why don't you come with us to Tapper's Den? We can chat on the way. What does Zero want to talk to Ali about? And why is Alphino left here on his own? I shall go and brief the contingent on the Void Scent issue, that they too may be prepared. Go on then. Off you go. No? He'll eventually go. Right, where are we off to? Monitoring station G. G is for Garlemald? Good times? Goldilocks. God, it's cold here. No. Yeah. If you want to eavesdrop, be my guest. It doesn't matter to me. Just very straightforward. That's what I like about Zero. She's so blunt because there's no nuance.
What was it you wished to talk about?
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
Ah, she's looking for insight into altruism.
I'm sorry?
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious.
It is to Zero,
I
though, isn't
help
it?
them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the
Satisfaction? Community?
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Don't think that answered the question.
Right. To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
Yep. Working together. I feel like the story is setting us up for an emotional breakthrough with Zero that is going to come crashing down when it's revealed that she is turning into something else, or I don't know. ... We shall get back to it, but before we do, are you all right, Zero? Did I say something that confused or upset you? No, I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I am ready and able. Well, that's a relief. This isn't the sort of place you want to mull over things. Oh, I don't know. The Ilsabardian Tursus are just having a little party in the background. It's not much further to Tapper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive, so let's speak with the first one we spot. Which will just happen to be Biggs or Wedge. It's the Christmas bear! He doesn't show up in Mount Roulette very often. Because it's the right thing to do. This is one of the engineers, I think. I don't know. Have I got any way of telling whether this is an engineer or not? Any way of telling it? Oh. Wait, I know you. You're the one who roughed up the guards. After you left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot easier now, thanks to them. They understand our plight and offered to help, whether we wanted to stay here or return home. For that, we're truly grateful. We're grateful to you too, Alice. A trip across the lake's hardly pleasant, but you make it all the same to bring us provisions. Oh, don't mention it. We're just glad we can help. That said, we were actually hoping to ask a favour of you today. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired. The one abandoned in Cerelia Ingens. We told you might be up to the task. Ah, so you want to ride the mammoth? That's what we took to calling the crafts on account of their size. As often as I use them on rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your mammoth roaring again. The least I can do to repay your kindness. Is that thing that we saw going up the ramp in the patch trailer that we were being attacked by birds on? Wonderful. Please come with us back to Camp Broken Glass and we'll take it from there. So far, so good, Demajen. Let's be on our way. Nod. Speak with Alfie. No! Yeah, maybe the dungeon is going to be the whole journey. Because that'd be interesting. Rather than doing it as story locations, have it as the... Welcome back. I presume this is the engineer who will help us with the craft? Nod. I'll do everything I can to get up and running again. But I doubt I'll be able to do so quickly, at least on my own. Mammoth is big and so its parts. Some strong back should make the work go faster. You have ours. I love Fashan's walk. Struts, shoulders. It's a little bit like a Terminator, actually. We finished Jeez. You finished learning about the mountain, I take it? Nod. Aye, we have a solid grasp of that area as well as the site of the snowcraft. My back is perhaps not as strong as some, but I should be glad to stand guard for Voidsent and other unruly wildlife. Much obliged, miss. And they said all head over to the Mammoth and assess what needs fixing. Nod. I have matters here well in hand, which means we can resume our duties. Would you care to assist us, Demajen? Oh, we're going to do something else for a while. How about you, Zero? Seek to learn. I will assist you as well, as payment for answering my question. It's hardly something that demands payment, but we'd be glad for your contribution nonetheless. Somebody needs to explain to Alizé how it works, I think. I mean, she's right, but... Alphino has been added to the Unended Codex. A lot of things have been added to the Unended Codex. Unending. I can say the word. At first, I didn't know what to make of Zero, but her frankness speaks to me. I like her. Yeah, I thought you would. I can't say I understand Alizé's answer, but a debt is a debt. Kindled Spirit. Alphino is in need of a helping hand. My thanks again for agreeing to help. Love the fact that we agree to help before we know what we actually have to do. The Ilsabard contingent brings in shipments of food, medicine, and other necessities by airship. We have yet to deliver a share of supplies to Tertium, and I would appreciate it if one of you could assist us with the task today. I'll do it. Well, Demajen, it looks like you're with me then. Voidsent sightings have been increasing by the day, which is why I had a mind to go out and patrol the Eblam Rime. Shall we? Ba, 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 ba. I guess we're gonna go kill some Voidsent. Rather weirdly and coincidentally on the back of a Voidsent. Actually, this one isn't a Voidsent, isn't it? This is an artificial thing. Oh. Voidsent was spotted here not long ago. Considering the proximity to Camp Broken Glass, everyone's understandably concerned. But hopefully not for much longer. You follow this road eastward, and I'll have a look to the north. If you should encounter any Voidsent, I won't begrudge you for dispatching them without me. Nor should you, Ali. Nor should you. What is that? Are they... Oh. They are here, normally. Survey the designated locations. Well, I think that one's going to have a fight. And this one is not, probably. You survey your surroundings, but do not spy any errant Voidsents. I guess this is just to prepare us for the obvious fight. In my Unforeseen video, I didn't get any time at all to really think about the addition of the different symbols for damage types to the chats, to the flying combat text. I think it's a good addition. You spy, you survey surroundings, but do not spy near. And Void Scent. Haha. I think people were using add-ons to do that anyway, weren't they? Oh no! Come here. I'm trying not to aggro the... Oh, the enemy is still about. I think that's the first time we've seen that message, isn't it? The enemy is still about. Normally it's such and such appears. Have we seen something like that before? Oh, Ali's had a fun time as well. Fun. But mind you, Ali enjoys combat. Well done.
All finished, are we? Good.
Yeah, everything's clear. Cold?
The cold doesn't let up out here, does it?
Nope.
They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary.
You need to rebuild the capital.
Subsisting on charity. Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security.
Yeah. They need leadership.
Though things will never be as they once were.
That's change for you.
If we can restore a modicum of normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward.
Maybe. But again, without leadership, like good quality leadership that everybody can
to achieve that,
look up to.
We have to work harder. I have to work harder.
Yes, you do. This isn't all on you. Just try not to overdo it, eh?
Oh? Oh, come now. You think I don't know my own limits?
Nope. What was that reaction emote?
I appreciate your concern.
Oh, there's the little bit of snarky Alizé.
Well, our work here is done. We should.
She always has the best reactions to the kind of more sarcastic tone that we can take.
Alphano and Zero haven't gotten into any trouble.
Alphano? In trouble? No.
I cannot imagine how awful it must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else.
Yeah, we had to suffer him for 2 expansions.
She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
Yes, suspiciously so. It is kind of a shame. Meanwhile, at Tertium, it's Kind of a shame that we don't know more about our avatar as a Reaper. Because it's not in the job quests. It's just like, here's your soul stone, and look, you can be a Reaper now.
Thank you, miss. Thank you.
So it's just standing there going, I don't know how this social interaction thing works.
This feels strangely familiar.
Ooh, memories of a previous life. Specifically the handing out of bread or the charity?
My wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
Of course. Give me a moment. Zero, may I leave the rest here to you?
On her own?
Fine by me.
Now she's going to have an awkward interaction with... Oh, Euless will be fine. Wouldn't be so good if it was a random citizen.
Zero, was it? I take it you're one of Alphino's comrades?
Comrade? We've entered into a cooperative pact, if that's what you mean.
Pact? No, nothing so formal. What I mean is, you must know each other well. Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
No, never met him before.
Then no, he's not my comrade. I have none. Nor will I ever, I think.
Oh. How awkward. He just walks up.
Say something odd.
Yep. Yep, you did.
No, not at all. On the contrary.
Oh, he was just putting the bag down.
When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand. Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat.
Yep.
But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened.
Because they're stubborn.
That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others.
Wow, that's rude. True, but also rude.
Get along. I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
If you say so. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten why I came. Are you hungry?
I have this brown paper bag.
You'll get rations, and considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
I am running low on ether. Very well.
What is that?
Azim step-style dumplings. Buds, they call them.
Okay. Also, look at them with their handing over animation. People giving and taking items in a game.
It's like the kind of bread stuffed with a filling. Meat or vegetables, usually, that you bake or steam. We have our own recipes in Garlemald, too. My mother liked to make them. My brother and sister always...
His family is dead, aren't they? That was one of the things that we learned during the leveling quests.
Just think of it as bread, all right?
Oh, look at that! That's just the team showing off. Look at that steam effect. That's the animation budget spent there.
I should warn you though, they're spicy. Helps them keep longer, I assume. Too much for the children to handle though.
How's Zero going to cope with this? She looks so completely taken aback.
Interesting.
Look at this. Eating tech.
Interesting good or interesting...
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
Amazing.
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
That's an interesting turn of phrase, isn't it?
Oh, Euless, getting acquainted with Zero.
I'd like to point out that we've just had over 5 minutes of food and talking about food. This is the RPG stuff. Oh, I'm so shiny.
I suppose I am.
No harm in that. Acquaint away.
Nom 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 nom.
Ah, everyone is here. Excellent. Thank you all for your hard work. I've just finished up myself. Shall we go and find Estinian?
Sure. I'm sure he's doing useful things. What was he doing?
Alphino, Alize.
Uh-oh. There's been an attack. There's been an attack. Oh. He was out on patrol, so if he's come back early, then... Well, shouldn't you see what's wrong? This seems urgent. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, okay then. An unforeseen bargain. This distressed soldier has ill tidings to share with you, and materia to reward you with. Forgive me the interruption, but I come with grave news. A horde of Void Center approaching from the mountains to the east. Their numbers are beyond anything we've ever seen. What? But Ishtola and the others... Anyone outside of Tertium is in danger. We must find and bring them all here at once. Can we count on your aid, Zero? A little eye-rolling tech. I've already settled the debt for my question. I'm not obligated to help. What's more, death in this world is absolute. You asked me to put my life on the line. Without suitable payment, I will do no such thing. That's fair. What do we have to offer that might be enough? More food. The recipe. You're right, Zero. You're not obligated to help, and I wouldn't presume otherwise. Nevertheless, we are in need. Assuming the buzz I gave you is worth anything, would you at least be willing to stand watch at this encampment? That way, more of us will be able to go out and see the people to safety. Very well. Unless we come under attack, I'll do no more than stand watch. I dare say Tertium will be safe enough with Zero here. Let's go and find Ishtola and the others and assist with the evacuation. Also, Zero's OP. But that being said, yes, death here would be the end for her. There's no coalesce. Oh. Come, we need to find our comrades. A solo duty. Wasn't actually expecting one of these. Tertium will be fine. Euless and his people have weathered far worse. We must make haste to the snowcraft where our friends and the engineer should be. Given their position, they may soon find themselves at the mercy of the Void Scent. If it comes to it, we must be prepared for battle. I'm ready, don't you worry. How about you, Demajen? Upon departing from Tertium, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Okay then. In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Item level 630. I don't think you can get that currently, can you? Bada bada bada. How are you keeping watch when you're looking at the floor? Zero's going to end up getting involved here, isn't she?
Report. Lost contact. When? Void sent. I'd bet my life on it. Understood. I'll investigate at once. A unit transporting supplies has gone silent en route to Broken Glass. I will go and search for it. Stay here and keep watch. But be ready to answer my call.
If it was Void sent, you'd be a fool to go alone. They'll find you before you find your men, and then they'll devour you as well.
So be it. That's my job.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I don't stand a chance, but I can't just abandon them.
I can't repay you for the bread if you're dead. I'll go.
What? No! I couldn't possibly ask you to do that.
You didn't?
I'm far better suited to dealing with Void Sent. It makes sense. Or do you mean to say you'd rather I stay here because you can't protect this place on your own?
Wow. Appealing to his prize.
Fine. Just don't do anything stupid. Promise me.
And this is where her collapsing cutscene will come in, I bet you. After a fearsome battle. Probably. Found your man.
Damn these demons!
There are quite a few of them. And slice.
Return to the camp. Now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Why are there only two of them on patrol?
Kindred, why do you interfere? Ah, of course. You sold your soul to feed.
Nope. You get no answer from me.
I have taken bread, but my soul is forever mine.
Mm-hmm. But we can have a role-playing section. We are. Oh, okay. Infernal Slice combo, Nightmare Scythe combo. So that's our single target. That's our AoE. Jumping attack is a gap closer. AoE, yeah. Sort of pet hotbar. Oh, that's a new feature. Okay.
A deal is a deal. I cannot let you pass.
Oh dear. We're going to have some friends here, aren't we?
More of them.
Nope. Oh, she does not have a cast time on Communio. Ah, this is why she's going to be knackered. I assume I just need to... Jeez. Many friends. I love the fact that they've given us single target ability. Ah, we probably need them for this guy. Furkos. No, don't stand in those. Okay, no, maybe I do need to stand in those and soak them. Yeah, that's just consistent. Let's get rid of you. Okay, some AoEs to avoid. Ow. Yeah, this doesn't heal us up a lot. Ouch.
Not good.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. Huh. Duty fail or scripted? Scripted.
How? How big must the gate be for their light to come through?
Yeah.
Is this it then?
Nope. For Demajen will arrive. Possibly. No, Euless will arrive.
Just like that time.
Flashback time.
When light still shone upon the world. When the Contra Memoria still raged.
This is the scene that we saw from the trailer. But it's different. Haven't they got different armor on?
Stand aside if you value your life.
Isn't that the Warrior of Light armor? Or a version of it with the horns?
Darkness can take the rest.
Yeah.
You're not taking another step towards that village.
Stupid girl. You were warned.
Okay. That's a cool effect on the eyes. I think this is all part of the leading up to 7.0 with the extra graphical effects and stuff. I think they're trying things out, because that's a really cool effect. Eek. I mean, that would basically kill somebody. Nice.
And now we can get back to our business.
But wait. They assume she's dead? Finger movement. Ow.
Get up, damn you.
Again, a little bit of extra animation work there. I wonder if this is stuff that they've done in FF16 and they've taken back.
Help. Someone. Please. The same mistakes. The same ends. Again and again. What should I? What could I have done?
Asked for help. Not gone on your own. Game over.
What?
You died.
Who?
Hey, look! It's us!
You. What are you doing here?
Going to find you.
Y'shtola and Estinian had matters well in hand, so we went where we were needed.
Oh.
Can you stand?
Probably. I love this music. It gets me every time. You're not finished yet, Zero. Let's fight together. Huh. When do I get her hat?
All right.
She will learn the lesson. And again, this is all about character growth and development, which I get the feeling they're just going to tear.
This fire in my breast. Let it burn and rage and guide.
Her anger. Do 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 do. I assume I'm playing as me now. Coordinate with you. Uh-oh. Coordinate. In the coming battle, you will fight as Demajen Blackthorn. Do I have to?
Thank goodness we're not too late. Can you still fight?
Aye.
Press the attack.
Don't know whether they get the benefits of that, but whatever. Oh, those are not killable. Okay. Do 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 do.
My strength is spent. I'll only get in your way.
Chin up! You'll get through this.
Chin up? How British, Alizé? Zero.
Stay sharp.
There you go. I like the fact that you waited.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, not bad. Fortunately, we have a healer. Did she just... She did. She just cast Arcane Circle. Yes. That might have been too early. Yeah, okay, that still took us to half health.
I will repay this debt.
Resistance is futile. Right, how are those gonna... Oh, they've moved. Gather them together. I like the fact that Zero's Camino is a different colour to ours. Helps differentiate it.
This has gone on long enough.
Something tells me we can't kill all of this in time.
No.
Oh, Zero's going to limit break.
Let's buy her some time.
Okay. So we need to protect her. This is easier said than done. Zero's concentration has been broken. There's only so much I can do here. This is going... Whoa! Jeez. That was a lot. I do like these set pieces though. They're always really visually interesting. Keep me healed, Ali. Ali? Alfie? Duty complete. Yes. I have defeated the solo duty. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
You did well to find me out here.
We have Euless to thank for that. He was quite worried when he called.
There would have been more casualties if not for you. A lot more casualties. There was. That was a lot of Void Scent. Oh, that's an awful lot of Void Scent.
No. If it was not for you and the others,
Well, let's not fuss over details. We should return to Tertium. Can you make it that far?
I think so.
The power of friendship. Which is, of course, something that Zero hasn't had. No friends for the Void Scent.
Zero, are you all right?
Well enough. No Void Scent struck here, did they?
No, and there weren't any more casualties thanks to you.
There we go. Oh. Nice catch.
What are you doing?
You'll have no debts to repay, if that's what you're worried about. If anything, I owe you a week's worth of boots.
You probably should take a lie down. Oh, they seem to have developed a... Yes. Yes, indeed. For mercy, there appears to have been no casualties in Tertium or elsewhere. Before I talk to Ali... I'm fine. I just need rest. I've also received word that the transport arrived safely at Camp Broken Glass. They send their thanks to the Woman in Black. Book or the film. Can't remember the name of the actual Woman in Black. Zero's convalescing aboard the train. As Euless has already given us something to eat, so I suppose all we can do is wait. I can't help but wonder though, what possessed her to go and fight all those Void Scent on her own? Not that I know the going rate for such things, but I doubt one booze would suffice. I think someone has been a bad influence on her. Don't look at me! Oh, I'm just joking. Or am I? In any case, many people owe her their lives. I'll be sure to thank her when she's back on her feet. I can choose some materia. I guess we're going with piety? Because I seem to have a load of those? Well, I don't know. Thank goodness we found her when we did. Yeah, it wasn't looking good, shall we say. King of the Mountain. Dungeon quest? Relief is writ plain on Alphino's face. As Alisaie said, many people owe Zero their lives. This is not her world, nor her battle to fight, yet she risked life and limb for us nonetheless. This will not be soon forgotten. Now then, I expect that our friends will return soon. Once everyone has gathered, we can take stock of the situation. Waiting. Waiting, 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 waiting. Voiced? No. Apologies for the delay. I finished replenishing my ether. Full glad am I to hear it. We must thank you again, Zero. Indeed. Many are still alive because of you. Those soldiers, not least of all. Nod. How fared you? Better than I did, by all accounts. We had to contend with our fair share of voids sent en route to the snowcraft, but we had the benefit of numbers. And the Avatar of Destruction. With their help, we quickly dispatched all the void sent that came our way. Thankfully, they stayed dead in our world. We were trying to decide what to do next when we received word about the transport. Which is how Alizé, Demajen and I came to find you. While the immediate threat has been addressed, we cannot rest easy yet. For void sent to appear in such numbers, we must assume that a void gate has indeed been opened nearby. Meaning more of them can come through at their leisure. It seems the best course of action is to investigate Lapis Manalis as you intend. What is the state of the snowcraft? Nearly operational, I believe. Vitra is with the engineer, who is hard at work as we speak. Why don't we join them in Cerulean Ingens? Finally, a chance to go on the offensive. I would join you as well. I wouldn't dream of refusing you, but what did you have in mind for payment? Payment won't be necessary. I will do this because I want to. You have kindled something within me, a compulsion, a desire to act that has been burning since you came to my aid out in the snow. I do not understand it, but I wish to, and to that end I will heed it. Then perhaps I'll understand your answer. I would also like to join you in tracing the void sent to their origin. That would mean neglecting my duties here. Don't worry about us. Between my people and the contingent, we can keep things running well enough. Just find where the void sent are coming from and see that they stop. Yes, because otherwise we wouldn't have a healer. Take care, Zero. He's grown quite attached to it. I will. Wonder whether we'll be able to take Zero as a second DPS. Because that'd be cool. And a bit of a surprise, actually. Because they haven't mentioned the ability to do that, and you'd think they probably would. My guess is that they will have just finished the repairs, and then we shall open up our dungeon entrance here. Look, we have a team assembled. To have to go to such lengths to traverse a single mountain. The people of this land do not have easy lives. Mammoth is an apt name for the craft. Its prodigious size made defending it difficult, but it came through unscathed. Where is it? Vitra insisted on staying behind to guard the snowcraft. He's anxious to get up that mountain, and understandably so. It is good to see you all safe and sound. The craft stands ready, I am pleased to say. Oh, that's a comma. The craft stands ready, I am pleased to say. Our engineer friend has worked tirelessly. His zeal a match for any of my alchemists. I'm glad the engineer's safe. I'd never forgive myself if something had happened to him on our account. For the sake of our friends, I pray we succeed in our mission. The Void Gate is of course our main objective, but if we can also find some useful salvage, then all the better. There you are. Your timing couldn't be better. Thanks to Vishan's help, I've managed to finish the repairs faster than I anticipated. The Mammoth's ready for the snow once more. That's way louder than all the other music has been. You can leave the piloting to me too. It'd be my pleasure to get you to where you need to go. You are too kind, thank you. Let's be on our way then, shall we? Dungeon time. Lapis Manalis unlocked. Not. Now accessible, not unlocked. A new irregular duty. Interesting. Small talk. Come, Demajen, let us find the truth of my sister's aura. I don't make a habit of fighting atop a Magitech. It shouldn't be any more difficult than doing so astride a dragon. I welcome the change of pace. Once aboard the Mammoth, we will all need to change into a time more suitable for combat. It can be no coincidence that a void gate is opened by Vitra Sense's sister. In all likelihood, something is in the offing and we must be prepared. If there is indeed a void gate, then there will be void sent, not merely lesser ones. Be on your guard for all manner of threats. As we hopefully demonstrated, we're still capable of holding our own in battle, which is to say, please don't hesitate to rely on us. When we find whoever's responsible for unleashing the Void Scent, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. Form a party. We can take Zero. And we have to take Vishan. Because he's the only one that can tank for us.
If you insist.
Yeah, it has to be. Interesting. That's a shame, because I always like to take Ali with us.
If you insist.
But yeah, I want to take Zero for this. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.